Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of stopping by my channel, you're highly welcome. So guys, I'm going to show you how I made this closure unit braided wig from scratch, right, starting from the ventilation process down to the braiding. I'm going to show you guys everything from A to Z. Okay, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please consider doing that. So my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best and I love you guys. So first thing first, this is the kinky closure that I'll be using. Okay, this is a 2x6 closure, and for the hair I did cut 6. I mean the one I'm going to use to ventilate. I pick small part of the braiding hair and cut it into 6. So folding my hair, okay, first thing we're going to vent this closure first. So I gave, you see where I marked, okay, I gave a little space for sewing. Remember, we are going to still sew this on our wig cap, so that's the reason why I gave this space. And for the two other side, I'm still going to leave a little space for the sewing, guys. So for the ventilation, I'll be using the vertical diagonal pattern. I vent on a line and I skip a hole just like that, picking two strands of hair, not more than 2 strands, 1 to 2 strands. So I'm not doing anything different, I'm just venting on a line, skip a line, vent a hole, skip a hole, picking 2 strands of hair. This is not actually a ventilation tutorial, okay. I already have a video on how you can vent both closures and frontals for braiding and for with wigs, guys. So go through my channel to actually see those videos. So this is it when I'm done venting it. So I'm going to treat it, then we'll now sew it in to the wig cap. So for this wig cap, I'm using the place that has the triangular kind of shape. I normally keep it at the back, while the other side is at the front. Okay, so I have to secure this dome cap on my mannequin head, and then I will now have to sew in the ventilated closure, okay, on this wig cap. I treated this ventilated closure, that's why it's now soft and shiny. If you don't know how I did this, I have a video on that. Please consider going through my channel. I'll actually link the description of that. I'll actually link the link of that particular video to the description of this one. So I just have to secure it with my pin. When you are doing this, guys, make sure it's lapping very well. There's nothing like a loop on it. Make sure it's lapping very well. So I have to use a band to hold the hair so that it won't disturb me when I'm sewing. Okay, so bringing my needle and thread, you just have to start sewing. First thing from the wig cap, then to my lace, then from the lace to the wig cap. Why I'm doing this is to hide the thread so it will not be visible. Okay, so you start from your wig cap, then grab the lace, and then from the lace to the wig cap, then the wig cap to the lace, like twice. Then you can now go ahead and be sewing. And when you are doing this, do not give much space, guys. Do not give much space. Remember, you are making a braided wig, so you don't need to give more space so that it will not lose. Not maybe a few months of using the wig, you notice that the closure is kind of going off. Okay, so I'm just going to continue like this till I sew everything from there round to the other side. So guys, this is it when I'm done doing this sewing now. So we have to cut off the cap. Okay, cut off the cap, I mean the parts that the ventilated closure is. So you have to be careful when you are doing this, and equally give a little space from the place you sew. Okay, give a space so you don't end up cutting the thread. Okay, so you have to cut this off. You can do this before you start your braiding. You can equally do it when you are done with the whole braiding, so whichever way you choose, but make sure, be careful guys, be careful when you are doing this so that you don't end up cutting the lace itself. Okay, so we'll be using extension expression braiding hair color 1. So I will be using cotton 3 for this wig. Okay, so picking one of the hair, I have to cut it into 3 equal parts. When I'm done with that, then I have to stretch. So guys, if you don't know how to stretch, I already have a detailed video on that. Check my last video. Okay, check my last video before this one. You will see the 2 methods of stretching, 2 easy methods, and there I showed everything, but to compare both method and choose the one that you prefer. So after that, I have to apply some hair cream on it. And moving over to the braiding itself, this is the crochet pin that I'll be using. Okay, so this is simply what I did. I go in with my crochet pin, then bringing little amount of the hair, I crochet it. Okay, then holding one part of it and then using my crochet pin to drag the other part out, then bringing little amount again for the braiding. And this is the easiest way you can do this guys. Just watch what I'm doing. Okay, this is the easiest way you can do crochet your braids and then you braid. Oh, this is exactly how to hold it. This is how I do mine. It's very easy. Okay, there's no more stress. Just watch what I'm doing. So, and when you braid, make sure that you tighten your hands, making sure that the base is very tight. Okay, it's very tight and neat. If you look at my one, you see that it's very neat. Okay, so many persons have different ways of doing this, but for me, this is the simplest. I must tell you the truth. This is the simplest method you can do this. Very easy to follow. All right. So while I braid, I add my extension. Okay, to get my desired length. This closure unit braided wig is actually 14 inches, so it's kind of lengthy. So this is how I add my extension. There are 2 ways you can do this, which I'm still going to show you guys later in this video. All right, so I go in with my crochet pin, I bring the little amount of hair. So depending on the size of braid you are doing, so it depends, you can increase the amount of braiding hair you are using. So it depends on the size of braid that you are doing. So for me, it's not the large volume, just small, tiny, not too tiny, but small size braid. Okay, so this is how I hold it. Okay, let's watch what I'm doing. This is the simplest so far guys. I must tell you the truth, this is the simplest. So many persons, like I say, have different ways of doing this, but this is the simplest way, easy to follow and very neat. So if you know you're finding any value from this video, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up. Okay, leave a comment down below. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If there's anything you want me to do, if there's anything you want me to make a video on, let me know in the comment section too. So this is how I add. Okay, then I add, leaving one part, then I braid, then join the other parts. Guys, I don't know if this explanation is clear, but if you watch what I'm doing closely, you understand exactly what I'm doing. So this is the second way you can actually add. You just add and then you braid. But the difference between these two is that the first one I show you guys is invisible. Okay, just like you are doing a knotless braid, it doesn't show. the place you added extension will not show, but this second one tends to show sometimes. Okay, so this is different. So when I'm done with the back side now, it's time for us to do the closure part. So for the closure, I divided it into 2 equal parts, starting from the center. Okay, I make sure I'm dividing it from the center. You can equally indicate your center when you are about to ventilate. So in total, I did 4, divided into 2 equal parts first, then divide the both of them 1-1, meaning I have 4 in total. So this is how I do. Remember, we are doing a knotless. Okay, this closure part is going to be a knotless braid, and this is the simplest way you can do your knotless braid, guys. So dividing the hair into 3 like this. Okay, just watch what I'm doing, guys. Watch closely. Okay, using my right hand, I pick. Okay, then use my left hand to pick the remaining. Okay, and then make sure that the base is very tight, and then I add my extension, holding it with the left hand. I leave the other side, then braid, then add the other one, guys. Just watch what I'm doing, you understand. I try as much as possible to make all my tutorials very detailed that you can easily follow through. Okay, as far as you do not skip any part of this video, definitely you achieve the same results, even more beautiful than mine. So the same way I add my extension, I add, leaving the one part of it, I braid, and I join the second one just like that. So I'll keep adding till I get my desired length. Okay, and see, notice that I'm picking just small amount of braiding here. Like I said, it depends on the size of the braid you are doing, so that will determine the amount of braiding hair you'll be joining. Okay, so guys, if you know you found any value from this video, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, like this video, share this video, share it with your friends who might be interested in this kind of stuff. Okay, and if you have a question, simply let me know in the comment section. Okay, I'll get to them and explain better if you are confused in any way. Even if it means making an updated video again just for you, I will definitely do that for you. So dividing the hair into 3, I braid. Okay, if you watch closely what I'm doing, alright, so if you watch closely, you understand exactly what I'm doing. And make sure that the base is tight, guys. I keep on saying this. So this is how I add my extension. Okay, I braid, leaving the one part of the one I added behind. When I braid, then I add it back. Okay, doing it this way, you actually making the braid invisible, like knotless braid. That's what we are doing. Okay, and when you are braiding, do not lift your hand up like this. Instead, try to bend your hands down. Okay, do not lift your hands up, lay your hands down when you are braiding. So guys, when I'm done with the whole stuff, when I'm done with everything, I have to now trim it. Okay, using my scissors, I have to trim. You can equally trim while you braid, or you can trim after when you are done with the braiding. So I have to trim it. After trimming, then I apply hot water by soaking it in hot water, then allow it to dry. Okay, when it's after soaking it in hot water, you allow the wig itself to dry, and after everything, this is the final product, guys. Isn't it beautiful? And this kind of wig, you don't even need any kind of installation. Okay, just wear your stuff and boom, you go your way. You don't need to install anything. It's easy to wear, it's durable, it lasts long, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.